Welcome everyone to Kigyō Ningyō Storytelling Circle. Charles Kigyō Ningyō at Rook Entertainment, a Rook Corporation. I just saw that my audio was muted. I really hope that wasn't the case for yesterday. That would be real embarrassing. I hadn't noticed that the entire time. And that's just one of the defaults. Today's tale she's telling is a rather terrifying one since it is October and there is 15, 16, 17, 18 days until spooky All Hallows Eve. So first I must admit that this might be a very quick and abrupt storytelling session because there are a bunch of guards patrolling today, so at any moment we might have to hide. So do not be surprised if we are suddenly interrupted halfway with no proper outro. And our deepest apologies at Rook Entertainment for this lack of courtesy. Anyway, today's tale we should be telling is one of Mayjasmine Episode 1, What is God? It's about a non-fiction event that happened in Malaysian history. And that's all I can share without spoiling, so without further ado, let's begin. Man, you have no idea how much music was driving me insane the entire time as I was preparing everything. This one was looping over and over again. Oh boy. Anyway, so I'm gonna here, as you can see, and the person who created this visual is believed to be a Chinese origin maid. It'd be very interesting to see a different perspective or a different nation's view of events. So let's start. And let this looping intro music be gone already. My god. Okay. I patrol 1,000 feet sky, I can barely keep my eyes open. Pristinely white clouds swirling by the window like salmons in the water. And what I expected from Chinese-made storytelling visual novels, there is already a typo that you can spot. Very easy typo you can spot here. Okay, also the auto doesn't work, so we're going to have to do a bit of clicking here. The same scene for a while, making the narrow seat more hateful. A family sit on the right, the kids just couldn't hide their bubbly faces. Two little ones are not disturbing, but neither do they sit quietly. Parents are flipped through shopping catalogs, talking about the goods in low voice. Machine translated, I see. Guess they came for a trip as well. The kids buckle up in the seats. As the plane descends, the turbulence shakes it strongly. Feeling a little bit nervous, I shift myself slightly. Plane crashing headlines in this February just can't get off my head. Oh, Jakarta, so this is like we're in the capital of Malaysia. I went there once for work. It was really hot and really damp. Our flight with complex food inside, I finally laid my feet on the land. Even though paid 20 bucks answers a bunch of weird questions. Outside the airport, just comfort all that. Learn some salat in Malaysia. The dawn with the color of oriental cocktail, palm trees waving by wind, even the air smells like suntan. What a scene in the southeast. With a cool beverage in my hand and some ladies in bikinis, this would probably look like a typical American vacation in the movies. I'm pretty sure those are usually in the Philippines or Hawaii. Where that trope originates. Or some private island. Nevertheless, I'm not here for that. Hey, Yuchin. Okay, no voice for this, I see. Hey, Yuchin, I'm here. Hearing the familiar voice, I turn my head. Oh, it's a guy, never mind. The rest of my high school classmate, Wan Zijin. Saab, Armani shirt, Marlboro watch. Wan totally looks like a boss of textile factory. The security boot, it seems like. All his belongings remain on his person despite showing off all his wealth. Right since graduation, I went to college in Tainan and found his way to sell up a factory overseas. Within years, Wan is now one of the biggest subcontracting factories. Pretty impressive. Even back in Taiwan, people could buy his clothes. Rumor has it Wan is about to establish his own brand. Oh, so we're originally Taiwanese, I see. Me college student exchange not help much. No one could get any worse than I do. Worn out polo with stank cheap watch bought in the streets. Unemployed and countless debts. What a misery I am. Totally desperate, I use all sorts of connection to get myself back to Taiwan. Extra call waited for me. Oh, there was a voice, never mind. I didn't hear it the first time. I met with Juan and told him all about my situations. Without a blink, he offered me a job in his company, just like a timely rate. Good old nepotism. Zijin handled all the dockets for me and even paid for the tickets. All expenses paid too. Friends with benefits, in the all literal sense. It's met. Yeah, I didn't hear a voice there. Which doesn't give me a long hug, the kind only best friends do. Alright, no, you're such a hugger. Trust me, I really want to turn down the music here, but there's literally no option to do so. Zijin finally let me go. Still, he lays one hand on my shoulder and laughs like an idiot. A look from the old times. And even with the auto turn all the way up, it's still incredibly slow. Unless something from the lower pushes me. If I were to say what I'm thinking, I would be sentenced to a sentence of 13 years. It's a little girl. Wow, she looks so cute and funny. Dressed with yellow floor, twin tail, and puffed cheeks, she gives me a hard look. The girl doesn't reply. Yep, no options here. And this is like supposed to be this. Is it inverted? Oh, whoops. Yeah, I can't hear it. I didn't hear anything either. Alright, okay. I thought it looks like I have to go a little bit here, perhaps. Well, she's got a good-looking dad. The girl blushes as Zijin proudly strokes her hair. Come say it. I'll just stroke her hair. She's really a lovely one. Turned it down a little bit. Here, it's like very, very faint. See, now it's colder. Chef is nowhere to be seen. Decided to appreciate her cuteness after the bump. No, it's not a big deal. Reject and wave away that. The entirely sorry if the kid got scolded. Because of me, a stranger. La stranger. Just shy and all. And that's all. Yujin bursts in laughter. Yuching looks away and pulls her dad. I guess she's urging for something. There and that's her saying it. In the car, welcoming is waiting for you. No, you've already done so much for me. No need for so much trouble. Cut the okay, I guess I did the voice. Cut the crap, bro. We're not just some random pals. There is a voice. God damn, it's annoying. He pats your hand in the back, pushes toward the car with enthusiasm. You must be hungry after such a long flight. Get in, let me take you to dinner. The auto turned off. And now we chip. Oh, I guess that's what we look like. Max is the boss told. The air condition is so wonderful. Out there, it's like Inferno. They're, well, to be fair, they're quite literally on the equator here. I missed that. Oh yes, factories and luxury words. I'm gonna jump out from this jungle. I'm so amazed by its beauty and primitivity. Losing myself in the view, my eyes connect with Zijin to the river menu. And smiles at me and focuses back on the road. You're so relieved you're here. You got so many things to do helpful. And this moment I can feel the hard look from the girl again. After all, it's you who got me out. No need for such formality, my deputy. You're what? Someone grab everything, hit the road. How can I trust them? Our people from Taiwan are more reliable. Which I got fooled by Taiwanese and owed a lot of money. Just sort of the good or bad ones, no matter nationality or ethnicity. All these names here, I already forgot who's who. Ian points at me with a disapproving finger. I'm picking something. Workers here steal all the time. They always stir at the valve when they get paid, nagging with some local dialect from goddamn Ireland, like if I gave too little. You don't get to trust these people. Once my maid's husband broke into my house and got caught. After some hard beating, he said that he just couldn't control himself. You see, if people here couldn't control themselves, what do you expect from them? No wonder they could only do brainless works, no matter here or back in Taiwan, right? Maria's a little slow tonight. She hasn't touched any of my things yet. That's why I let her husband go for her sake. Just me talking, you carrots and sticks to roll. So I work if you get a chance to visit the post office here, the efficiency. And give grumbling grumble. I feel something wrong with what he says. I just hold my thoughts. Strictly speaking, he is my new boss. After all, comments on these Indonesians got nothing to do with me. Wow. 2-story lodge. In a primarily low-income country. Pretty impressive. There's a little guy and a young man standing in front of me. I could not help but gasp. Wow. The girl probably heard my gasp, the kind that only rednecks do. He turns a little and glances at me. A look of despise. Really, she has little manners. I wonder if it's just her or any other kids nowadays as well. I know gift blinds the eyes, but this kid is just too rude. Guess this is what you get if you raise without a mother. Wow, we sure have some presumptions. Oh wait, okay, it's here. As you can see, I have BGM turned all the way down. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I remember now. Right, I forgot the other way around. Which I just realized now. There we go. How mean this child could be. I wonder where she learned that. A darker skinned, obviously local woman rushes out after Zijin's shouting, brushing hands on her apron. Still very much Chinese accent. Quote unquote local woman. Instantly, he's after Yaja apologizes in Chinese. Don't get what made him so mad. Okay, never mind, we do have our own voice. I feel really bad that she got ranted because of me. Besides, I might need her help in the near future, and this makes me feel even worse. And the tone just changed like a snap. Stepping in the house, which is totally like a vacation villa from the outside, and find that it's not only luxurious but also cozy inside. Simple designs, walls painted in light Californian gold, golden wooden floor and rattan furniture. House really in Southeast style. Table is well prepared with amazing dishes. Though I cannot name any of Southeast cuisine, my nose taught me these definitely taste good. There's some other similar two-story houses right outside. No sherry days. Only lardy rice and ground pork noodles. Including the white carved princess armchair since the exclusivity and let a maid put a napkin on her. Time Yaja come in to prepare my table. Is that what happened? Well, he is right about my Achilles heel. I stopped what I tried to say. Never heard of that. Familiar stuff. Can't eat spicy. River's nice. And then the rest is familiar. Reminder, this is set in 1988. Reaching just said and made me feel embarrassed. Oh, because you didn't see if he feels anything. He was busy filling up the plate like he did not hear a thing. I think it's appropriate for a child to say that I have no grounds to say anything. The maid stepped down humbly. I feel bad in some ways. However, Zijin and his daughter start enjoying the meal like nothing happens. Wait for the meal. Knowing such as go apologize to her afterwards out of sight. When in Rome, live as the Romans do. This is like only like 20 years after the Red Scare. Jin takes a spoon for the soup and then stops. What? Adorable. Believe me right after. It sort of gives a Versailles feeling with the cartoonish emotes. 到现在跟他确认之后 popped in, I heard it sound like slime though. No, which was my YouTube man. Seems I've ruined the mood for dinner. You make something later. Isn't it already made and saved for later? Like I said, it's definitely a fridge. He pours me wine and fills my plate the whole night. I'm really moved to have a best friend like him who lends me a hand in my downtime. Thank Crisp for his blessings, since I really bothered them. From what just happened, I owe Yuqing an apology, but not now. Yuqing and the maid. The meal Zijin takes me newly painted guest room. The smell of the paint still remains, and Yaja got scolded again for that. Close the door and lie on the bed, pray as usual. The pillow made of kataka bears, the smell of smoke, the smell of trees and grass came in through the window, as well as ZZ sound of insects and some other animals. It's so fresh and new and strange to me. Not knowing, I fade into dreams. 98, May 6. A textile factory. A distinct, smaller amount of machines than I expect for production line. Works in a couple of Sumatra handling follows Zijin to his factory. Well, again, he's like showing his trophy. Buildings after building, lots of equipment. I've never seen it. Truly stand in awe. It seems the workers still stop and bow to Zijin as he walks by. Zijin nods and waves him back to work, just like a feudal lord in ancient times. What's surprising most how tidy the place is, no matter the equipment or the floor, not a dusty corner as I could see. Totally flipped my impression of factories. We're flying around like a mess. Little tour around the factory. We're back at the gate. Well, a factory looks dirty. Go to your blacksmithing shop. Yeah, cotton processing factories where things get dirty and dusty. Zijin points at the air-conditioned office behind. Wow, accountant. Wow, Masters in Business Administration. Fellow BA, I see. A glance at the whispering workers and the money laundering thing back in America, it just occurs to me. Forget it. Though there's a separate B, there's a separate M and B just for accounting. This has been a chair and patterns in the paliforms. Zijin walks away, I breathe a sigh of relief. I was all prepared to be just a regular worker, or work on equipment. And Zijin leave this vacancy for me. I could say I'm not flattered. Nevertheless, since Zijin trusts me so much, I feel that I have to give him my best shot. The account decide whether an enterprise survives, so there should be no mistakes. I have to check the accounts and get to focus. The next time I check the watch, it is already noon. Oh, he's gonna have fun doing payroll every bi-weekly. Ah. Push myself and rub sore eyes. And the pay raise on day one? She fast behind me, trying to drag me out. I can't get out of the chair myself. Yujin pats on my shoulders. Even with internal cooks, and it follows Zijin into the food court down the aisle. Jin does not eat at his office, but dine with Indonesian workers instead. Now he looked like just a colleague. Minus the more expensive clothing, probably. Well, I could see him deal with everything this fact. While everyone else probably most likely wearing same color jumpsuits. When worker directing was to look if it works fine. He had a worker coughing and sent him home, just in case it is contagious. Zijin is really a competent one, but notice all the details. I'm impressed and make me look down on myself a little. He hands me a wooden plate and lead me to the food. So Zijin, I truly owe him. Thanks. Back then, my family went through a hard time, so I have to take what is left in school lunch for dinner. Sometimes I ate the same thing for days and got bullied. Luckily, I kept high grades high, so I got the scholarship abroad. Fried morning glory. With Chinese accent. For a chubby, smiling, and 40 or so woman. She looks like a typical mom and makes you homesick. Quite literally, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Graduating high school, get a license? What? I laughed out loud for Zijin's nonsense. Other than Zijin, I've lost kind of all my friends in the past. Someone told me that I'm disabled and interacting with people. Just don't get it. The harder I try, the sooner I mess up. If I can show more enthusiasm, people ask me if I got ADD. Result of myself that I got no connection on. No matter how, I just keep failing on friendship. Otherwise, Zijin is the only one who keeps in touch and lend a hand when I return to Taiwan. This is by far my only true friend. He's really good at getting along with people, and everyone loves him for his integrity. I think he does. Imagine, however, am I going to run such a big factory? Imagine how to get along with so much foreign employees. Curry with chicken. With large chicken drumstick. And then pour some mapo tofu. I don't really eat spicy food. Oh boy, indigestion in the warehouse. That's gonna be fun. Depends how much he's gonna be sweating by the time he's done in those probably no air conditioned washrooms. I just love the spices. Once again, to see Zijin suddenly swaps our plate. Gadget cooks more than just fine. Those dishes were great. I mean, as long as it doesn't get you sick, I don't really see the problem. And there's difference between Chinese and Taiwanese food. Still miss ground pork rice and danzai noodles. You just have to try and live with this. Since I already owe so much to Zijin. Mid-age guy who's a little bald shows up out of nowhere. Shows Zijin a wondering face. The pats behind the shoulder with his big and thick hands. And boy, my arm's tired. And survivor's bias. I think Lou should work at the airport, but not a truck driver. Just stay, wait, and like 13 more years. The last awkwardly and tries to change the topic.
我说呢，年轻人能有这胆识不容易啊，不然这狗屁地方人待着都苦热。况且这位小哥看起来白嫩白嫩的，想必会吃不少苦啊。
哎，别这样说，玉成很能干的。
What a backhanded compliment.
够劲儿啊！瞧那些鬼子，一个个辣得鼻水直淌的。嘿嘿。
别鬼子的叫了，人家也是人嘛，只不过黑了点、蠢了点而已。
不打去白不打，这里啊，10年如一日，不这样哪有乐子可找
？Expected of the late 9000 race alive and well. New scroll the shirt and muscles.
我的老天爷，别提他了，整天给哭哭啼啼的，看着都烦。
怎么了？又惹你不高兴了？
前一阵子，我烧了信儿来，说咱们家娃得了10亿，得费些钱，正愁着不知哪挣呢，只好把刚来的时候藏在地下的几块金叶爬出来。谁知道那番婆
The son's grandpa with the son.
活哭的，最后包给他一顿老拳才罢。
哎呀，都说东南亚女人特温顺，不比台湾女人强势，哪知道强势有强势的彪悍，温顺也有温顺的凡人。
哪温顺了？结婚前看着还挺乖巧的，结婚后啊，感觉像怨灵，整天拉长个脸哭。他那翻鬼子老哥啊，还3不5时的来咱们家吃白食，特不要脸。
Good old marital discord.
女人都一样。
Sneezes and spits on the floor.
床上的时候哼哼唧唧的，还算悦耳。
Interesting perspective. A coffin purpose. I don't feel so comfortable with this topic.
小朋友怎么了？
他还没交过女朋友呢。
哎呦，这年头真少见，要不要跟着老刘到圆环前小酒馆附近去开开眼呢？
It's Malaysia. You might want to check the package before you crack it open.
哎，老刘啊，你会吓着他的。
小伙子就是小伙子，再过10年，你就会明白什么情啊、爱呀、女人就是要找个凯子靴，男人就是泥鳅缺个洞钻，二蒙其利，谁懂真心，谁就是傻子。
哎呀，那些嫌贫爱富的女人，事实上是聪明人，他们明白贫穷不代表就人品高尚，这受苦也不是一种美德。
That's the plain incorrect statement.
唯一能够扭转乾坤、左右婚姻的，到底只有钱和权而已。
所以啊，
And perishing, and taxes, and gravity.
因为女人的待遇或者爱情都不会因为学历变得好些。认为学历可以改变婚姻，必然要失望。
所以说，小哥，
Certificate can also lead to money.
只要找个让你少奋斗20年的千金，只要在床上伺候他舒服，再好言好语哄上几句，这下半辈子就能舒舒坦坦的过了。
And the question is, where do you meet such individuals? Well, it contradicts my value.
他听不得这些胡话。
Jim passed my shoulder and tried to ease me.
暂且不提这个。哎，你说你家小孩病了，病得如何？需要多少钱？
典当了经验还不够1万呢，正想着能不能跟老板您请假去跑点单帮。
最近呢
What is need for whatever illness son has?
你待会儿来我办公室，我先预支给你2万。
Wow.
老板，你真是我的恩公啊！
别逢人就叫娘，要还的。
不，要不是恩公您啊，我还在干些杀人越货的事儿嘞。
Well, there is a smile on his face. Zijin sounds demanding.
以前的事情就别说了，你还是想着怎么处理你家那口的事吧。啊，
处理，完全没想。我说句掏心窝子的话，还想回去呢。
情理之中。回去是去大陆吗？
Where he's from?
毕竟那是我的祖国，是我的家乡啊，我的老家命根呢。一辈子都挂念不完的。
Chance from Dailo.
现在不懂了，6·4后啊，我就认为中国是不能再待了。
That was 1989 Tiananmen Square.
我不敢，再过10年吧，等我在这儿挣够了钱，能够疏通那些人再说。
通气是遭到通气。
And this is still before
不知道
the Brits gave back HK
上位
to China.
一直到那绿他啦迎面来，当时的人呐、被压烂了，哗，白花花的脑浆啊，手啊脚啊，滚面团似的粘在那履带上。
哎，老
Youth
叫你吃饭
student bodies too.
这话题了。
I look at my plate and feel like throwing up.
没事吧？没事吧？啊，
And pats me on the back.
还好。
Right. As typical of a horror protagonist, we are very squeamish.
你看我，对不住啊，小哥，害你闹心了。
How they were just talking the entire time without taking a single bite.
你厂员家里喝酒压压惊。
不用，我没事。他呀，可是文弱书生，哪能去那？
Booze and booze.
您啊，身体铁打的也就罢了。
Another backhanded compliment.
你喜欢去员工家里串门子，随你高兴。只是喝醉酒以后，别说了什么不该说的话，对人家老婆做什么不该做的事啊！
这些印尼鬼怎么这么小题大做？
老刘，有没有把我的话听进去啊？
是，老板。
Outside with the answer, Zijin finally relaxes.
话说回来啊，发动战争的都是上尉，死的都是百姓。我啊，也是为了国家的政策，才来到这荒山野岭开疆辟土。可我们遇上了什么问题，国家都老是不闻不问。
I mean, that's just a filler building.
知道，我们早点赚够
And
钱
then once you should give taxpayer. Oh, and all the food's gone. I took a nap after the gruesome lunch, but the sound of sewing machines kept me awake. I had to finish the rest of physical forms in the afternoon, when I find it too messy to be done. And then she is chaotic, and errors just keep popping out of the latest windows. 95. Too late, I guess I'll catch it tomorrow. Yeah, that pretty much confirmed they're still using the brick tops.
先回家了啦。上工第一天啊，不用这么认真。
Man, nowadays. And fall asleep to the sound of cooling fans.
薪资怎么了？
He leans forward and tries to get a look on the sheet.
有一些人多给了，然后有一些人少给了。上下班的记录有点混乱，然后有人迟到早退没有扣钱，长久下来对工厂也是有损害的。果然是专业的，你看，印尼人不能信。不过明天再处理吧，天色晚了，雨晴还在等我回家吃饭呢。
Hearing that name, I hurried and put all the things back in the drawer.
好，我们走吧。
I just can't trust Ninja as he tried at least usually they have probationary periods of 3 months, even 1 month. depending on how lax the worker protection are per country. 另外，Yuchen's board on the table, knock the spoon. Shuts the door in a moment. Anyway, I guess she came my friend's doorway and couldn't say shitty on time. During a moment, she saw us. Yuchen jumps on Zijin and hugs him. Zijin holds her and makes a spin.
等很久了吗？
还好，因为是等爸爸，所以还好。
抱歉，都是因为我对公务还不太熟悉。
所以都是你害的吗？
Why would you put a target on your back like that? Especially from such a cute and funny creature. I have sense of this man. It seems Yuchen has been against me since the day
吃饭啊！
we met.
饭做好了没？
雅佳好像有事情出去了，但是饭做好了。今天的菜是雨晴做的哦。
哦，雨晴好棒呢，将来啊，一定和妈妈一样是个好妻子。
He gives a lovely look, like a little kid, while Zijin gently caresses her head. I don't know how she can smile like this.
玉成先用啊，你是客人。
这不好吧？
Look at despair on the daughter's face.
兵，待客之道原本就该如此。
雨晴是做给爸爸吃的，不要别人吃。
You know how don't you ever think about it looks. That's how Yuchen looks right now.
行，不可以这样闹，叔叔是客人。
客人又怎样？
哎，雨晴，不可以这么任性。
Yuchen makes a face and asks something quietly. Now, here it comes. Sure of what I just heard. It gives me a thrill. If only you could perish. Man, this truly is terrifying. Being the guest of honor with a young girl nearby, and she absolutely despises your very existence. Positively spine-chilling. I hardly believe it, but I think I heard it right. I was too shocked to react and blinked for a while. When I put myself back, there was a plate of Mayjasmine in front of me. Based on a lot of things, mainly my poor social skill, I grab the spoon and start eating. And I can hear myself saying delicious. Mayjasmine is a dish with coconut milk in order to make it taste with it tastes like a bowl of hatred. And I feel something turn sour in my body. It was quite like some heartless small talks. I had nothing else to do. I work on the papers after dinner. Unpaid overtime. It was late night until the stars dim. And we're little from the some bird's part of life. Distant chee-chee sounds of insects and oh, okay, this is the story I just read. And I think I should make enough money for the debts and get back to Taiwan as soon as possible. Here is not my place. No matter the food, culture, language, and the attitude of Yuching are all proofs that I do not belong here. Got here for 2 days, and I feel kind of homesick. Hey, what was the day last time? So it was like day after, it was like May 6th before. I'm banging my head, sounds a little bit strange, but somehow familiar.
吃早饭。
Sounds like the helper voice. Someone is banging the door hard and harder. Finally get up and drag myself to the door.
吃早饭了，主人已经在吃了。
Zijin's maid, yeah, stand in front of my room and bows humbly. Rub my eyes and look at the clock. Dang it, I'm gonna be late. I must have overslept for staying up last night. I roughly tidy myself up and rush out of my room.
抱歉，我睡过头了。
哦，起来了。哎，没关系啦，不用急，吃过早餐再去吧。啊。
I was quite relaxed, enjoying his morning tea with the newspaper.
刚好你睡晚了，趁这个机会啊，早上难得我送雨晴去学校一趟回来。
What do you mean by that? Doesn't usually rise in the east?
在坐人力车，一直以来，雨晴都是他载去上课的。
Somehow Zijin looks not so happy.
这样，我才知道雨晴已经好一阵子都没去学校。哎呀，真是头痛啊！
Well, maybe it looks like us oversleeping was actually a blessing in disguise.
没去学校，那都去哪里了？
Impose a chair for me.
是已经1个多月没好好上完1天课，不然呢，突然就不见人影了。
怎么这样？这年纪的孩子虽然不需要什么高深的学问，但基本教育还是必须的。
想当初我们父母都是怎么严格鞭笞我们成才的，都是不成功便成仁。当时觉得父母对我们狠心，如今才知道父母之爱子，必为之计深远。养儿方知父母恩，小孩子啊，就是要先给鞭子，再给糖。雨晴啊，平常大概是惯坏了。哎，当然，我一个男人能注意的东西啊，毕竟有限。所以玉成啊，以后雨晴的事情也要麻烦你一起留意，可以吗？哎呀，我光
Well, you certainly can't be a brother and a sister at the same time.
你平常都逃学去哪里了？
这样说太见外了，我来这里打扰，又麻烦你给我找工作。帮忙照顾雨晴，如果能回报一点点，那才是我的荣幸呢。
哎，别说什么报答不报答的了，我们的交情岂止如此。
Breakfast as the bro conversation goes, and then move on to the factory. And nothing works in my way. I overslept in the morning and came in late with Zijin. Some of the workers stare at me, unfriendly. Yet second day to work and comes in late with the boss. They must despise me. Just when I thought things could not get any worse, I find someone went through my office and the ledger I worked on yesterday is gone. I searched all places, it's still gone. I put it back in the mansion, but I went back and checked after lunch. Nothing was there. The ledger is the worst thing could happen to an accountant. And this is my second day to work. He just told me how he trusts me this morning. This feels extremely terrible. I prepare myself up and go for Jijin. Find him arguing fiercely with someone on the phone. Ooh, bad timing.
什么东西啊？有利用价值的时候，就说咱们台湾人跟中国人是一家子，不要计较那么多。一利用完了，立刻踢到一边去说我们比中国人下贱。他妈的什么屁！干！要是下次再不能搞定这件事情，你也不要再来见我了。
Bloody what a fuck. Do not enter.
抱歉，让你见笑了。实在是那些支那猪啊，简直不可理喻。
So get some context. Find this anger. He's just so angry like this. You can see anger on his brows.
就说我们华
For shifting eyebrows.
同心协力。一遇到利益分割，立马就说我们是两国。
怎么了？这
I don't know how to react at the moment. You never deal with people that got too emotional. Well, I'm scared of that actually.
不提也罢了。哎，是说你找我吗？怎么了？
我实在很抱歉。
Well,
我好像
apologies first.
丢了
Wait, lose the ledger?
哪一本呢？
管薪资的那一本，实在是非常的抱歉。
What? Things.
细心
I mean, what? Think someone took stuff?
你是不是放在哪里忘记了？
It seems like this implies we replaced it instead of just.
早上总感觉抽屉被人翻过，然后那本账本跟里面夹着的考勤卡跟薪资单也都一起不见了。
Agent says nothing and looks at the drawer. Nods at me and looks like he gets what I tried to tell him.
是有那种感觉，但我不能确定。我应该都有把抽屉上锁，但今天看有被撬过的痕迹。
How do you get into the. Not only get into the drawer, but get into the office in the first place?
在这里等，我去处理。
哎，我在这里等。 啊，是我弄丢的。
你在这里等，我去处理。
You just here wait.
我知道如何找出有问题的人。
可是万一，如果真是我自己搞丢的怎么办？
不会是你搞丢的，就算是，也不是你的问题。
Zijin leaves the office after saying what confuses me. I had to sit here waiting, but I better do as Zijin told. I take out my memo and write down things to be done. Then I wander around Zijin's office to ease the boredom. Shelves are full of books such as 13 Ways to Control Human Mind, Elite Management, and Machiavellian's Ruling, along with other books about navigation, law, medicines, and even trees. I found that. There's a photo of Zijin and I in high school uniforms. We look so naive and happy on the sport field. When can we ever laugh like that again? The good old times. Your friendship fades away as it grows up. Good old days. Before reach my hand for something caught my eye. It is Crystal Boys by Kenneth Pye. That's a book. Book with my hand. Thing with the book in my hand, shaking 7 pages. It's a picture of me sleeping in class. I hesitate for a while, then I start to read the page. In our kingdom, there are no nobility, no lowliness, nothing differs because of age, because of strong or weak. This is. I keep on reading. Under the scarlet moonlight, we're all sleepwalkers, stepping on each other's shadows, chasing in passion. Around the lotus pond, round and round, like if it would. Looks like they're back. Alright, so I'm gonna switch. Fortunate to cut it short here, my dorm mates are back, and because I'm keeping the whole storytelling my dirty little secret, I mean, I can hear the guards coming to check in on each of the classrooms. I have to call here, so there has been Ningyō telling a tale of Mayjasmine, so nothing particularly too interesting happened yet. But I'm sure when something does happen, it'll hit like a truck. What did you got? What did everyone else think of Mayjasmine? So far, I see there's a lot of interesting perspectives on each other's perspective of how they view things. Tell me down the comments below. Remember to smash that square button that says subscribe. Destroy the LIKE button. And let's see if there's anyone else. Same thing we are. No, there is not. In that case, go by the usual. Went around in here like about quite a jump. This one. Anything ready here? Okay, good. And then whoops. Oh, apparently that is an option. That's interesting. Let's check out the storyteller of see you all in the next story. Now, his footsteps approaching. Everyone,